So here is a presentation of this beautiful NAD 32P, 3240P integrated amplifier with power envelope circuitry, which boosts the voltage for high amplitude audio signals. Here all the components are removed and replaced, even the big capacitors on the power supply, all the electrolytics, and I replaced the electrolytics in some places by WIMA film capacitors. So all the red check marks are all the components that were replaced. Whenever practical, these film capacitors work much better than electrolytics. They last longer, and in the audio signal path they sound a lot better, especially at high frequencies where the electrolytics can become inductive. The power transistors were repacked with silicone grease, and I added these two little heat sinks each side. There was room for it, and that will help for when the amplifier is running at a high power. I also added a DC output circuit protection right here with two relays. You see the blue LEDs, and this will prevent the speakers from being destroyed in case there's a problem with the amplifier. It protects your speakers up to 1.2 volt DC. I also added these little LEDs here that will kick in when the power envelope is reached. When you reach 45 watts, I'm going to demonstrate that. The light will turn on. And this basically indicates that you are running on the power envelope circuitry, which is the 71 volt power supply for peak power only. So it's not telling you that you're clipping. On the other hand, it's telling you that you're reaching the 45 watts maximum power, and that you're starting using the extra power, the power envelope of the amplifier. So you have to be careful not to run the amplifier too often at too high levels because it may overheat. So anyway, everything was tested. It works very well. 20 to 20 kilohertz, 10 watt test. Perfectly flat. This is a frequency response test at 5.7 watts. We're starting at 10 hertz. Sorry, 6 hertz. 6 on the scale of 10. So we start at 6 hertz, 10 hertz, 20 hertz. I have to change the scale back to 20 hertz, 100 hertz, still at 5.7 watts into my resistive load here, 100 hertz, 1000, 10,000, 20,000. I'm going to change scale. 25,000, 40,000. So we're going flat all the way to 30,000 hertz. So this is to test the maximum power, and when the power envelope power supply starts kicking in for extra peak power. So this amplifier is given at 40 watts, and I think I'm measuring 45 watts on 8 ohms, with the switch selected to 4 ohms actually. So even with a 4 ohm speaker selection, we're still getting 45 watts into an 8 ohm, which is great. So I would leave it on the 4 ohm settings. So We're going to go up until the power envelope light is on. We're at 20 volts, that's about 45 watts. Max power. Clipping just before 27 volts. So 27 volts. That's way beyond 60 watts, but we're on the power envelope at that level. So please keep it on a 4 ohm setting, which is the safest. Even though you're using an 8 ohm load, you have plenty of power. This will avoid overheating.